Hello. The weather isn't too bad. It's been lovely all day. But there is clouds in the sky, so I don't know if it's going to rain. But we're heading towards darkness. And I'm going to have a walk around the Peace Garden and hopefully have a bit of night vision going on as well. So it's been a while since I've been down here. I just have to check to see if my keys are in my pocket. Yes, they are. Let's go. Lovely lilies. Flowers are starting to come into bloom and stuff. Using my 1296p security camera right now, so the little body worn camera with some extra IR lights when it gets dark. There's a little pond. Oh, the trees have grown up a bit since I was last here, but then again, the last time I was here was winter time. The leaves have filled the area out, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, I've been in all day trying to fix the computer and it was like it was a waste of time. First little shed, I think. It's at that awkward time of the evening where it's not quite dark yet, but it's dark in these buildings. Hello. The wide benches to sit on, kind of like big trunks of trees, basically, smoothed out. This garden, by the way, if anybody hasn't seen my previous videos, the walkway is in the shape of the map of Ireland. And there will be buildings and structures representing famous structures throughout Ireland, and it's got a kind of a Christian theme because this garden was developed by a priest. Just want to give you a shot of the round tower before it actually gets dark. It is a replica. These would have been around monasteries around Ireland to protect valuables from the Vikings and intruders. And we'll go inside that building in a few minutes. This is an area also that was developed in a bog. So I'm sure that was dug up at some point, which is the roots of a tree. This large bogwood piece is dated about 2,000 years ago. We see it as symbolising the Celtic church's lifestyle of the 5th and 12th century. The many dimensions of the Celtic saints' spirituality include a great respect for unity with diversity, love of nature, plant life, animal life and human life. They were poetic scholars, imaginative, musical and artistic. They possessed a pilgrim and missionary spirit evident in the number to this day of lay, cleric and religious who helped build God's kingdom beyond these shores. But yeah, we are heading into the dark very, very shortly, sort of thing. And I want to go around this in night vision, like a little night vision explorer kind of thing. And I need exercise because I didn't get out all day. Right, let's get to it. I should turn my white light here. It's pretty dark. It's an area where you can sit down and reflect. What's this about? It looked like an advertisement for Hope Paranormal. You need to be saved, basically. These are little, I think they're old railway sleepers, although they seem very thick for railway sleepers. very damp and humid up here actually. It's very, very warm. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's extremely warm in here. Probably because the sun was belting off that metal roof. It's very hard to breathe in there. Very difficult to breathe in there. Right. There's a pathway across there, possibly indicating a kind of a Northern Ireland kind of bit or something. I don't know. But I do know that if you walk in there, you're going to sink. You know? I did feel a few spots of rain, so I don't hope it doesn't rain while I'm in the middle of this. I think that mound of soil is new, or they've planted it up. We're still we still have some light, a little bit, and I do see the rain coming. In the background there you can see the church, made out of straw, plastered over hay bales basically. There's usually something in its hand. Not today. Tree in a container, probably ready to be planted somewhere. I'm going to sit down for a second. Looking dodgy. It's looking dodgy. There's big heavy clouds in the sky. So, am I going to make it through this whole garden? It looks highly unlikely, to be honest. It's not looking great, to be honest. It's passing over this way, but the further it passes, the darker it kind of gets. But it is getting dark anyway, but what I mean is the clouds look black, you know. Right, we bug on. Oh, I think I'll go into night vision because it is getting kind of dark now. I haven't even turned my other lights on yet. There you go. That works. It probably is an overkill for this camera because this camera's got 6 little LED bulbs on it as it is. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Do you want to see what's over here now? Just a seat made out of stones. I thought there was an inscription on it or something, but there's not. Right. Let's soldier on here. Hopefully I'll get out and about this summer. Last couple of years has been a hit and miss sort of thing. Health-wise, you know. Right. Back to the tower. There should be another road. Yes. I need another seat already. Nice smell of flowers in this little spot. There's the little hut made out of willow trees that are planted in a circle, but yeah, it's gone to the dogs. It's completely fallen apart. Yeah, the back of it is just completely disintegrated. Maybe it happened during that storm a couple of months ago. Oh, yeah. You're going to get some of these buildings around, dotted around the area, and great news for Ireland. They're really pushing these leaflets out, whoever they are. I want to sit down here for a second. Why is the seat out so far? I do not know. But I just need a rest for a second. Oh dear. Not be feeling well today too. uh, sore legs and stuff. To get out today, it was a push, if you know what I'm saying. You know. Right, knock on another wee bit. Just need a sort of wee minute. I'll just pace myself. There's another artificial pond. Can't get too close because I'm sinking. Basically, all you have to do is dig a hole in there and it's all marshland in there. Right, that object ahead of me I thought was a person. It kind of scared me. And it's a big stone. And on the map of Ireland, we are actually in County Mayo. Why do I know that? Well, this is the representation of Croagh Patrick, for those who haven't seen my videos on this place. You know, I'm just sitting down for a second. This body camera is better than my camcorder actually, because when you move, it doesn't go out of focus as quick. Maybe it's because the only Sony night vision camera that I have is, you know, old technology, and it's just kind of a slow processor or whatever. I don't know. But this tiny little camera, I can go for about 2.5 hours. That's what they claimed, and I tested it, and I got 2.5 hours out of it. That is supposed to be a well, but I wouldn't drink that water. It could be a representation of some well close to County Mayo. If you do hear howls, there is a wolf sanctuary near here. There's a church. And this is the sort of newest addition to the area. With nice artwork. Let me see if I can turn off night. There you go. Show you the colour. And a big wide bench to sit on. Oh. I just need to take a rest. You know, I did notice my last video that went out was my paranormal investigation of the Drumbo Woods. People seem to prefer me to go out than make videos indoors at home. The reason why I do videos indoors is sometimes I'm not well, you know. But I will try and get out a little bit more this summer and show you places. Oh, the wind is taking up. I hope it doesn't whistle on the camera now when I walk around. And it was lovely all day. Right. There's been work going on around this little spot the last while. So. Oh. A new sort of footpath or whatever. And they made the bird enclosure a little bit smaller, which is a shame, but what can you do? Don't know if you can see anything in there. Oh, it's just a little net. There's a little door in there that you open up. And you just put this net over so that just in case the birds get out, they won't get out through past there, sort of thing. There's a little house over there. So. Right. I can feel spots of rain. A bat, I see a bat. Oh. The right in the middle of this is all just wilderness. I'm sure if you walked into it, it'd be very boggy. You would probably sink. Don't know what was here before. I think there might have been trees. That area is all cleaned up. Yeah. New hedge planted along there. Oh. It's the St. Bridget's Cross there. And carved stone. I'm just quickly going around this. I have named all of them in a previous video, so and it's getting kind of dark. St. Murrid's Cross, that's what it's called. Right now, it's called Columbus's Cell. Year after year, a swallow would come and nest in here. I'm going to turn off my white light. Let's see if it came back this year. can't see anything. Don't hear anything. Oh, there it is. There you go, I got you. I see you. I'm going to turn the light off. Just quickly. Their little nests are made from little twigs and bits and pieces that they regurgitate and there is the little birdie. No, I'm going to leave. Strange how they come back to the same spot every spring, you know. I was going to sit there, but I don't want to disturb the birds, you know what I mean? I'll sit here instead. But I've been coming to this area the last couple of years, and every spring there was always a little swallow in there building a nest, you know. I'm going to take a break for a minute. Right, took a 5-minute break because I needed it. Right, there's another church in here, a little wooden building. That looks a nice effect on the camera, actually. It's really cool. It was hidden in amongst these trees. There we go. That's a part of the fire that was in here, I think. Well, there's oh yeah, the fire's falling to pieces. You see, I have enough white light for in here. Right, with healing painted on a stone. On the wings of a dove, rise, it says. There you go. R.I.P. Mary Wallace, 1st of February 2024. There. Praise. I think this has all been done by the one person. There's a wee angel there. There's a handle for something. Little candle. And a vase that's broke. And there's another thing. There we go. Oh yeah, there's the rest of the fire. But there's little cushions in here and it's kind of a little bit more comfortable kind of thing. You know? There is lighting in here. I've only been why would the light not travel down that far? It's weird. I've only been here once where the lights were actually on and they weren't all on, if you know what I'm saying. So I've never actually seen them on. Right. Move on another bit. And where I have the car, there's a shop for religious medals and things like that, and wee statues and stuff like that. And there's a coffee shop in there. And the odd time I've been here and I stopped off and had scones and jam, and they're really nice. Another bat has just passed me. How do I get out of this now? Well, there's bats all over the place here, actually, flying above me. Hot scone and jam, strawberry jam and real butter. Nice. This was a thatched building down here, and they're taking the thatch off because it was rotten, and they put a wooden roof on instead. Now, don't know how long that will last, because we're in a wet climate. There is wooden houses in America with wooden slates and stuff, and in more drier regions of America, Ireland and wood don't go well together, to be honest. It's a high maintenance thing, but this is beautiful. This is another area for reflection and stuff. Right judgment in a little laminated little thing. Right, let's go in. Usually that bench is sort of in the middle of the floor there. You can sit down. There's blankies, little throws that you can cover yourself, etc. Oh. (2016) age 77. Ivor McElhenney. See if I can. Here's a beautiful one there too. Philomena Mullins, who went to heaven on the 15th of February 2024, age 65. May she rest in peace. Wow. She must be from Derry, but that's a picture of Derry. Beauty. Same sort of writing as in the other place. I remember I used to get those medals in school. There was a nun, Sister Joseph, a tiny little nun, and she was the nicest nun of the whole lot of them, to be honest with you. She was very kind to the kids and stuff. And we were in primary school, and you know, we were between 5 and sort of 7 years old, and a lot of the kids were actually bigger than this nun, and she was tiny and frail and had this this kind of hunchback, but she had these gloves, these fingerless gloves, like Padre Pio. And you know, kids would fall in the yard and cry because they cut their knees and stuff. and she used to pick them up. And she, you know, I mean, like, she's a frail lady, and I just remember she used to pick them up, and instantly they would stop crying. You know? I remember I fell myself, and I got picked up, and I suddenly stopped crying. I can't remember my experience of that. But if you do fall in the schoolyard and Sister Joseph does see you, you will get a sweet, which is kind of good. Maybe that was the thing that made them stop crying. I don't know. There's a beautiful painting on slate. On a roofing slate. There you go. Right, we're going to move on a bit. A lovely effect to the stained glass. It is actually Perspex, I think, as far as I remember. Yes, it is. Yeah. But there's a stain effect on the other side of it. Very nice. And then there's a place up there for a lantern. And it was relined on the inside too. Very nice. Close it because the self-closing mechanism is broke. I just seen. I did put a jumper on me, thinking I'm going to need it because it will get cold in the evening. I'm actually kind of warm. Bird feeders. Some mountain ash. There's another pond here actually, no? It's kind of overgrown with weeds. And there's a pond in there somewhere. There's the moon. Actually, those dark clouds have actually passed me, so I don't think it's going to rain now. Another, don't know if that's a new mound, but there's a couple of new mounds, and you know, they plant them up then, and then you got these passages on these very hard to read that one. There's kind of a growth on it. There's also a growth on that one too, kind of mossy stuff. So they probably need repainting of some kind. Oh yeah, the little folding chair. It's there since the last time I was there. Look. Oh, nice sea flowers coming up. Lupins, I think. Lupins. I used to have a garden when I had a house. I kind of miss all that kind of stuff, you know. I used to have a lot of roses. Now this is a little cave And the last time I was in here, it was full of water. There's still water in it, but not as much. Could I come out at night vision? Not really. Well, so it's kind of like they built this structure and it's plastered and it's got this galvanized mesh to keep the plaster on, and then there's a mound of clay on top. That tractor is working kind of late. We are losing a light now. It must be around 10:30 or something. There's a lovely smell around here. But that area around there is completely untouched. It's probably, if you walked in there, you would sink. We do have tarmac on this to walk on, which is nice. And here's our last little building here. And the last time I was here, I did notice that there was new skin on the outside of it. A massive door. It does have windows, but you don't see it from the outside. There's a lovely smell in here for some reason too. A little fire. They used to leave, a few briquettes. They used to leave a bit of firewood to start the fire, and a few briquettes and that if you wanted to, I don't know, stay in here for a while. I've never actually seen them lit, actually. This is basically not far from my house. I didn't want to go too far tonight, kind of thing. Through the camera, right? On the door, I'm seeing all kinds of colours flickering on the door. There's a kind of I don't know, it might be light reflection or something. It was kind of weird. There, I'm getting it again. Don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but I'm presuming that my night vision is reflecting off the door and coming back and causing that colour. Oh, it's still warm, I think after a walk like that, you kind of heat up, I'm heading back to the beginning now. That's a shortcut back over to the round tower and that. bog cotton. That's what we call it. See it? That's what we call it, bog cotton. Now, even though this is very close to my house, I've actually crossed border. I'm actually in the Republic of Ireland, not Northern Ireland. I'll tell you how close I am. I remember coming down here one night and a flipping duck squawked and scared the life out of me down here. You know? But that's my way out now. Now, turning off my night vision so I can say goodbye. And thank you very much for watching and that. Couldn't call this a paranormal investigation in a holy place kind of thing, so just call it a walk around, you know. Don't want to get overly crazy in a place like this kind of thing, piss people off, but we will get out to more forests and stuff like that. We will be doing more nighttime surveillances of those forests and stuff, and seeing if we can catch anything paranormal visually and stuff. That's what I kind of enjoy. I don't want to go to a place like a forest, bring a big bag of equipment and just pick a corner and start putting out this equipment, and that's not the way I want to investigate a place like a forest, you know. I like to cover the ground, you know what I mean? But I will talk to you again soon. Thank you for watching.